Welcome to Narrator's Cut. Today we're going to show you a sci-fi thriller movie called Reminiscence. Nick Bannister, a mental private detective, helps his clients recover lost memories. Living on the edge of the buried Miami beachfront, he discovers a horrific plot while attempting to find a missing customer. Watch out for spoilers and keep an eye on. Climate change is expected to cause the sea level to rise and flood Miami soon. Extreme midday temperatures have compelled the majority of the population to sleep throughout the day. Nick Bannister and his friend Watts own and operate a company that allows people to relive their memories in a safe environment. One day, a walk-in customer, May, approaches the front desk and requests assistance locating her misplaced keys. In examining her recollections of that event, Nick discovers that she is a nightclub singer. He immediately develops a connection with her when she sings, Where or When, one of Nick's favorite songs. Nick and May begin to date, despite Watts's disapproval of their relationship. May hasn't been seen or heard from for some months now. Hoping to uncover any clue as to what happened to her, Nick spends hours each day reliving his memories of their relationship, which is a risky habit that might permanently imprison him in the past. New Orleans District Attorney Avery Castillo employs Nick and Watts to recover memories from a man who has been unconscious since working for a notorious drug lord dubbed St. Joe in the city's infamous French Quarter. Nick discovers that May was previously St. Joe's mistress and had been addicted to bacca, a highly addictive opioid, in the man's recollections of the past. Additionally, the memory suggests that May took St. Joe's supply of bacca before abandoning the village. After learning that May was a drug addict, Nick is crushed, something that Watts was well aware of. The next day, Nick returns to New Orleans and meets St. Joe, who claims that he has not heard from May since she abandoned him. St. Joe orders his men to drown Nick, but Watts saves him and murders St. Joe and his crew in the process. As soon as they get back in Miami, Nick makes Watts repeat her previous meeting with May, and they learn that May has broken into the vault where they keep recordings of their customers' memories. They find that May had stolen recordings of Elsa Carini, a customer who had frequently relived her affairs with an older, affluent boyfriend, and that she had sold the tapes to May. When Nick hears her lover's voice, she immediately identifies it as Walter Sylvan, a wealthy land baron, who has lately passed away. Nick discovers that Elsa was just killed and that her small boy was taken by a lady who matched May's description while doing his investigation. Nick is assaulted by Cyrus Booth, a former henchman of St. Joe, when he looks for his daughter, May. Nick approaches Tamara, a former client whose memory has been destroyed, after realizing that Elsa's boy was almost certainly the offspring of Walter Sylvan and so a possible heir to his riches. In a flash of insight, Tamara directs Nick to a possible hiding spot where Booth and May may be lurking. The battle between Nick and Booth almost results in Booth drowning before Nick can overpower him. Nick returns Booth to his office and connects him to the equipment that would allow him to access his memories. Upon further investigation, Booth discovers that the foundation of May's connection with Nick was a fabrication. After being involved in Booth's con game, she studied Nick to understand how to attract him better and faked the loss of her keys. However, May's recollections also reveal that she grew to care about Nick. When Booth killed Elsa, May abducted Elsa's boy and left with him, stashing him in an undisclosed spot in the process. Later, Booth tracked down May and attempted to coerce her into disclosing the whereabouts of the kid. The recollection of May delivering a speech to Booth, which is intended for Nick, is played out for Nick. She indirectly exposes the whereabouts of Elsa's son and expresses her feelings for Nick in an emotional scene. May then decides that the only way out of her predicament is to take a deadly amount of bacca and leap to her death from a balcony. Nick is devastated, and he compels Booth to relive his darkest memory, being burnt in the face by St. Joe's men as punishment for stealing earnings from the company. He is on his way to meet Sylvan's legitimate son Sebastian, who has hired Booth to assassinate Elsa and his half-brother to secure his father's estate. Sebastian comes close to committing suicide, but he changes his mind and is taken into custody. Nick reveals to Watts that he burned Booth's memory on purpose, which is a severe offense under the law. Having been convicted, he is subsequently granted permission to serve his sentence by repeatedly reliving his time with May, which is hinted to be using his machine for the rest of his life. A version of the tale of Orpheus and Eurydice is told to May by Nick, who remembers it from childhood. The version ends with the lovers reunited and happy, rather than the traditional finish of the narrative. And that's it. Hope you enjoy it. And please leave a comment, like, and subscribe to the channel for more interesting movies to recap. Take care. See you at the next video.